Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something a bit different. This is Nighthawks, a game that I keep seeing on Twitter, and I noticed that they had released a demo, I suppose. It seems like it's more of a proof of concept. In fact, it says here, so I'm just going to read this bit. Hello, thanks for checking out the Nighthawks demo. This is purely a proof of concept demo, originally only intended as a non-interactive trailer. The full version will be much more focused on RPG mechanics and freedom, but hopefully this will give you a small taste of what to expect. If you like what you see, please consider pledging to the Kickstarter at nighthawkgame.com. I like games like this. Narrative games and vampires. I mean, you can't really go wrong. It kind of reminds me of a mix of Vampire the Masquerade and Fallen London. But I guess we will start and we'll see where this goes. I've got no idea. Another shitty night. The rusted metal of your bed creaks underneath you, its mattress damp and encrusted with ancient patches of blood, sweat and semen. The last stinging memories of the day's bad dreams fade into an increasingly familiar drip, drip, drip of a waking nightmare lit by a cheap flickering bulb. Okay, let's get up and face the night. Everything aches. You pull yourself to your feet and you take a moment to lick your still unfamiliar fangs. Outside, a swiftly cut off scream marks the end of a successful mugging. This is not a district where screams draw assistance. At best, an unlucky victim can expect an angry shout to keep the noise down. What a lovely neighbourhood. So, we have a couple of options here, so we can either... I love the art style, this is really good. I mean, this is a really crappy apartment right here. But let's open the bedroom drawer, because I assume we're on the bed right now, so it's closer. Your eyes sting at the sight of a cross atop a Gideon Bible. Unable to bring yourself to touch it, you shut the drawer tight. The pain soon fades. Okay, so this is like not Twilight vampires. This is proper vampires, or I say proper. It's a hard subject because there's loads of different types of vampires, but this is the more traditional Victoriana ones? Okay, let's check the mirror. No reflection, of course, but the empty frame looking back at you is still discomforting. Perhaps for the moment, however, it is for the best. You don't need to see yourself to know your bedraggled, filthy and underfed appearance. The rat from yesterday offered little but a strange rash under your arms, an affliction all the more worrying for the fact that it should be impossible. What should be impossible? Vampires are, resistant to disease. Madam Lux.
It stirs. No offense, darling, but I was starting to wonder if I should have taken you to a graveyard instead.
I have no idea who this woman is, but she's amazing. I like cards. Your sole ally at this moment sits in the corner, already awake, and viciously flinging playing cards at the rats. She smiles with satisfaction as the Queen of Hearts slices into the side of a particularly fat one, sending it scurrying with a yelp. Damn, throwing cards, that's a trick and a half. Madam Lux, the street magician who found you sleeping rough as the sun drew close. She paid for a room for the night. She didn't, of course, pay very much, but she remains the closest thing to a friendly face since the death of your master. Okay, I like magicians. I spent many a year as a youth, as a teenager, learning magic. It's good fun. Never really worked out though. Ask for advice.
If I was you, my dear little sweetmeat, I'd get back on my feet. Find a job if you must. Definitely get yourself something to eat. Or someone. I won't tell if you don't.
I like the voice acting in this game. Okay, let's. Food seems more important than a job, so.
Well, I wasn't thinking of a healthy Caesar salad, darling. Nightclubs are perfect. Or a nice dark bar. A back alley, if you're desperate. Somewhere the little puppets are nice and pliable. Just don't be too public about it, and don't be greedy. I don't suppose you have any,
Have any what? confess to having mesmerism. I assume that's mesmerizing people. The ability to make them do what you want. Corpse talking. Talk to dead people? I mean, that seems like a very useful skill, but I think we're going to go with mesmerism because that's more traditional.
That certainly simplifies things. Just remember, ixnay on the hour's pay. We don't want to spook the muggles, do we?
Madam Lux is now your companion. She specializes in magic and deception, wields throwing knives, and has the gift known as the Delusion of Light. Traveling with her boosts your grifter and thief stats at the expense of hitter and gunslinger. These stats have really cool names. I want to be a gunslinger. Okay, so she approved of that, so there's going to be some sort of NPC friend and foe thing. Okay, a cheap hotel room in one of the most dangerous parts of the town. The windows are barely boarded enough to keep away the sun, and the heater barely warms the rising damp. It is sanctuary of sort, but hardly a home. Madam Lux sits in the corner, shuffling one of her many decks of cards. Someone has slipped a flyer under the door. Okay, let's read the flyer. Ooh, like that. It was a good transition, that was right there. All night dancing, cheap drinks, premium blood. I don't think we got the money for that. 21's only. Like I say, we've only got like $21 down here. Seems like that could be a problem. Okay, let's talk to Madam Lux. Lux has nothing to say at the moment. Downstairs we go.
Not exactly the Ritz, is it? I stayed here once myself, when I first came here from Vegas. Once was more than enough.
The Halcyon is a fine old building, now long past its prime. The wallpaper is peeled and the carpet sticky. A few rat droppings and dead cockroaches say more of the standards here than any review could possibly manage. I like the animations and things going on here. I love the art style, it's brilliant. Should we talk to this man? Is he going to ask us for money for the room? The desk clerk stiffens as you approach, smelling your presence before looking at your face. $70 a night buys you the least worst room. Hope you don't mind sharing, because the roaches sure as shit don't. He looks up, noticing your fangs. Oh, one of you. $100 a night then. Very poor. I've already got a room, so let's not worry about that just yet. Let's head outside.
Raining again? Fuck, I hate the city.
You step out into the frozen, mostly silent streets. This was once a flourishing market district, but that was a long time ago. Now the only reason half of these rotting tenements and crumbling buildings still stand is that it's easier to wait for them to crumble than to sign the paperwork to have them demolished. Okay, so we can either hunt, walk around, or descend into the sewers. I mean, I don't know what any of these things are. I'm gonna assume that's like blood, but then, I don't know, could be health. Let's go hunting. Hunger burns from the deepest pits of your soul. You stalk through the streets, searching for possible prey. You encounter... We're not going for rats again, because we got a rash off the last one, so a homeless man, half drunk. Sorry, friend. He appears pitiable and suitably pliable. It takes little effort to lure him from his makeshift bed in the doorway of an all-night clip joint and into the nearest alley. His blood calls to you. Your fangs sink into his neck. Killing people seems like a bad idea, right? Because even though you're a vampire and everyone seems to know about vampires, murder's still a thing, right? But let's just drink a little bit. On the other hand, that man's gonna remember. Oh well. As foul as his liquored up blood is, it's been a long time since you had an opportunity. But your self-control wins out. You let the man fall limp in the snow, spitting out the last rancid mouthful. Cool, we're not going to get a taxi because taxis cost money, even if it is raining. Sorry, Lux. So, let's... should we go to the sewers? Can't imagine there's anything. Let's just walk around Candlebridge. It's night time. I would have thought the sewers would be more for Hiding from the sun. Always means there's a soup kitchen. Okay, to the Nighthawks. I guess the name of the club? Name the game after the club, why not? A rundown nightclub near the edge of town. Nevertheless, there is a line outside it, mostly people huddling from the rain. The bouncer slowly lets them in one at a time, frequently pocketing small bribes from queue jumpers and damp, impatient clubbers. I don't want to spend any of my money. But, can we sneak round back? You try, but there's nowhere to sneak in right now. And the answer to that question is no. Stand in the line. Law-abiding citizen. Time just went forward, didn't it? Half an hour of waiting later, you get to the front of the queue. The bouncer shoots you a suspicious look. Better not be packing. No weapons or party favours inside. He gestures for you to assume the position. Yeah, I don't think I'm carrying anything I shouldn't be, so I agree to the pat down.
Don't lay anything on me that you don't want to lose, sweetie.
I love this girl so much. The bouncer reluctantly decides that you haven't got anything worth worrying about. He turns his attention to Madam Lux. He glares at her, but comes to the conclusion that she is unlikely to be hiding too much in her current outfit. Go on through. Blimey. This is a bit of a ritzy club. Oh yeah, listen to that music. Your feet stick to the carpet. This nightclub doesn't seem to have been renovated since the 1970s, which is good because that's a nice style. Or cleaned since almost as long ago. The main dance floor is at the back of the club, leaving this area for quieter drinking and conversation by the bar. Not many are here for either tonight. Wait, so why are they here? Or is there just not many people here, full stop? I mean, first thing you do when you go to a club, right, is you go to the bar. The bar is loaded with cheap booze at expensive prices. The bottles watered down and the beer barrels mostly grit. A younger bartender in a strategically ill-fitting uniform passes the time between drinks orders with the help of a raggedy paperback book. Speak to her.
Hey, stranger. What'll it be? Beer? Whiskey? Oh, a little champagne to get the night started, right? My bad, sorry. The special wine, yeah? Give me a second to heat it up.
Ooh, I don't know why drinking it warm seems weird. Okay, should we buy? We gotta buy a drink, right?
Coming right up. So, not to be nosy or anything, but what's it like? Drinking blood, I mean. Like, licking a cut or something?
Rebecca pours you a fresh, warm blood, a medley of assorted animals heavily watered down by vodka. It's animal blood, I suppose that does make sense. Which would mean in this universe vampires don't require humans' blood, right? Just human blood. Which kind of makes sense from eating rats. Yeah. You enjoy the taste, express no opinion. Vampire.
Lucky you, I guess. Most of our regulars ask us to sprinkle in a little cinnamon. Something about handling the iron aftertaste. Anyway.
Oh, that's a deeply unpleasant thought.
So, pulling the old nocturnal 9 to 5, eh? Don't worry, I'm cool with it. Always suspected you folks were a thing, even before everyone found out.
Okay, should we ask about any recent rumors?
Oh no, the all-knowing bartender act? That's just for regulars. Can't be giving the goods away for free.
Oh. Okay, can we ask about something specific? Becca adjusts her ill-fitting uniform, smiling awkwardly. Let's ask about her.
Me? I'm Rebecca. Becca to friends. Becky, if you want me to hurt you. Just your average ex-student buried in debt. Luckily, this place is pretty quiet and the boss scares off most new staff. So, lots of shifts for Becca. They pay like crap, but... yeah, I was trying to stay positive there. Sorry.
Should we ask about vampires?
I mean, I doubt I know more than you do. I really only know a couple like my boss. He's old country. That's the term, right? Makes my skin crawl. Though I reckon he'd do that even if he wasn't a bloodsucker.
I wonder what old country means.
Look, it could be worse. We've at least some regulars who come here by choice, And it's probably only the one of them that keeps shitting in the restroom sink. Maybe one day, we'll even get uniforms that fit.
I will ask about Madam Lux.
Sorry. No idea who that is.
Oh, darling, you wound me. You really must come to one of my shows.
What can I do for you, stranger?
Okay, I don't need another drink, so let's end the conversation. Back to the club floor. Dance floor. You push your way onto the dance floor. The music is loud, the lights blazing, the smells of sweat and sex twisting through your nostrils. You dance unnoticed in the crowd for the first time since waking up in your new life. As the song ends, you slip away from the throng, throbbing with excitement despite your numb-beating heart. Okay, well I guess we're sneaking into the VIP room. We don't really have much of a choice. Ooh. Swanky. Ish. I mean, there's a few stains and... yeah. Ducking under the velvet rope, you slip into the VIP lounge. It isn't much more luxurious than the rest of the club, with its musty old cushion and desperately outdated decor. Someone has at least dusted the place though. Tonight you encounter a dancer obsessed with their phone. He sits quietly in the dim light of the corner booth, updating Instagram with pictures of the night so far. A single Bluetooth earpiece leaks the latest hit album, something this outdated club is unlikely to play for another 20 years. It's approaching. His carotid artery pulses temptingly. He doesn't notice your approach. There's a weird noise in my headphones right now going along with the beat of the heart. Oh, that's weird. He doesn't notice your approach. Oh. He glances up at you long enough to mutter, "Piss off," and turns back to the phone. Further attempts to win his attention only lead to him slipping in the second earbud and turning the volume to full. What an asshat! Oh, I'll leave him alone. With difficulty, you pull yourself away. I have a feeling something just went horribly wrong. Out of nowhere, agonizing pain. Fire pierces your skin from behind. A thick hand tears you from your victim. We had a victim. You fall to the carpet. The world turning black. Your last sight is the bouncer from outside comforting the partygoer, a steak in his hand. Can I just point out, I just said hello, and then he told me to piss off, and now I've been staked. I feel cheated. The velvet room. Your head spins, pounding in agony. Noises seep in from somewhere far away.
This troublemaker? Wake it up. Big shiny pair of fangs on this one, huh? Coming into my place, not presenting yourself with tribute like a good baby vampire. What's the world coming to?
You awaken to find yourself slumped in a chair in the club office. Your wrists are bound to its arms with burning silver. The fat vampire behind the desk gives you an unimpressed look over, pausing to take a long drag on his cheap cigar. Yes, the second option is definitely not what I'm gonna pick.
Hush. I talk. You listen. Name's Tancredi, and in my day, showing disrespect like that means you lucky not to have them fangs snapped off and shoved up deep. These are more modern times, right? Keep forgetting.
Okay, that's a point. Where is Lux? I guess we're gonna stay quiet.
Quiet. Good. I can work with quiet. Here's how it's gonna be, baby vampire. Cradle Bridge here, this is my backyard. Mine. You wanna play in it, that's a right that's gotta be earned. Luckily for you, I'm a generous old soul. You go get yourself something more respectable to wear. Come back, and we'll talk business. figure out what messy little sins you're gonna commit for me.
Am I getting initiated into the mob?
Of course, there's still the matter of tonight's little insult.
He gestures to the large man who grips your wrist tight. In his other hand is a hammer. I mean, this is very poor, but what the hell not?
Nothing personal, kid. But we can't have anyone saying I've gone soft.
Your stares do nothing. The bouncer grips your hand tight. Ha! That's bad. Well, there you go. That is the demo. Oh man, that game is amazing. I really like that quite a lot. I want to play more of it, damn it. Well, I guess I'm going to end the episode here. I mean, really know what's going on right now. Oh, yep, it's gone. Right. So, thank you for watching. Please check it out if you want to, you want to back it. It seems like a very cool game. I am thoroughly tempted. I am going to go and back it like right now after I finish recording this video, because there's not enough stuff with vampires in, especially not stuff like that, which is like a narrative story with choices that make a difference. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, I love reading people's comments. And, find me on Twitter, talk to me, let me know. And as always, I'll see you next time.